Hello YouTube and Arkham Knight fans. This is Shadow again with a new figure unboxing video in which we'll cover the Series 2 Arkham Knight Robin, I think figure number 6 here. So as you saw in my other videos, I didn't cover Batman, but I did mention that I had him. So my Arkham Knight Batman, we unboxed Catwoman, and we started off the series with James Gordon. So let's get Robin unboxed, and then we can see what he looks like. Okay, so when you open the packaging, you take it out of the box. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get an Arkham Knight Robin with his new armor, which is looking really good. Has some really nice paint details. You're going to get 2 rods, which are for like his bow staff. One closed and sort of extended. You're going to get his Shuriken, I believe it's called in the game. I think Nightwing has wingdings, if I'm right. And then Batman has batarangs. And you're going to get a set of 2 sets of swappable hands. So look like you have hands for rods, hands for, I guess, fists, or for the wingdings, and then just open hands. And then here's the cape and everything on the back. And then taped to the back of the packaging, you're gonna get Robin's shield, which looks like it's in one part, or maybe 2 pieces. Maybe, yeah, one piece together, with a little connector for the hand and arm. So let's take this stuff out, and then we'll continue on with the review. Alright guys, so now that I have him out of the box, let's take a look at the figure. While I just get this shield out, so we have everything available to us. So looking at this Robin right away, I think I'm really liking this figure. I'd probably just right off the bat put it maybe second to the Batman, and maybe even better than the Batman figure. For one reason, the ankles. To me, it might just be my figure, but my ankles are way more sturdier than Batman's. I have a lot of problem getting Batman's ankles to stand up. I'm not going to try it on the camera, but you kind of see how I have to bend his knees in and then split his legs out wide in order to get his rest of his body to stand up. I don't know if it's the way the bottom of the shoes are made, or just, you know, just the ankles themselves being loose, but this is way much more stiff and tight. Granted, this is a newer figure. I've used, you know, the Batman a little bit, so maybe, you know, in time this one will loosen up. But anyway, to start off, let's talk about the head. This is a big point of controversy for a lot of fans, because can't seem to do it right here on camera, but you can pull down the hood like I'm doing here, but it's plastic and the cape are all made into one piece, even though there's a seam line right here at the edge that kind of goes all the way around continuously, where they, I guess, made the mold, that you can assume they made them separately. And I think I've seen videos where people have actually cut the top part of the hood off just because it gets in the way. So I would imagine he probably has normal, you know, full 360 articulation once you take that hood off, but it's restricting him. But yeah, for fans of the games, he never wears the hood in gameplay, and definitely not in the cutscenes, except for I think one. So yeah, it's kind of a nuisance. And it'd been the figure would have been, I think, better suited off if they had just given him a swappable head or something, and I think that would have been better. But the rest of the figure looks great. It has different armor, new armor pieces. So as you can see with the Arkham update, his armor has changed from what it was in Arkham City. Stay tuned for comparison of that. But you can see there's just you know, they just took these figures to another level, just way more detail and stuff that the other figures didn't have. And I can see different types of paint and sculpting being done on this. The elbow goes up to about here, and the shoulder goes up to about here. You can swivel this around, you can bring it out. There's a double joint here, so you can bring the arm across, which is good, which I don't believe the Batman has. I can't remember. Several of the figures don't have in this line. But given he's Robin, he's supposed to be more acrobatic, a little bit more posable. You know, look at more of the sculpt there, the gauntlet. The wrist can't go back very much because of the sculpt, because the back plate on the back of the hand, but it can go forward really well. So that will help with poses with these rods. Sorry about that, my video cut off. So yeah, I gotta remember to finish this really off quickly. So, so I was talking about the cape with the upper body. I appreciate all the detail they did underneath here. Look at, you know, the sculpting of the shoulders, the back muscles, the abdomen. You know, you see the different colors. You see colors on the boots. You know, I appreciate that Robin is wearing green and different types of green. He has a dark green here, and then the olive kind of green here on his armor. And you see black on the straps. You see one type of shiny gold here for the utility belt, and then the pouches are done in a nice brown. The gold R is done really well. Little hints of silver detail here, which reminds me of a certain Nightwing figure they did not that long ago. And there's a different mustardy color, definitely more muted Robin colors. I'm gonna show the other one, and you can do a little bit of comparison. So yeah, got cut off. The legs do this, you swivel here. The hips go out that far, comes this way. Can't really go back that much. Double jointed knee. You do this, which is really good. It splits the armor, but it splits it in a way that it still looks good, even though you have this ugly gap right here at the top. But if you know, at a certain angle, it doesn't look that bad. With the way the armor separates. Nothing below here, and then just the ankle articulation, which is really good. So you can pivot and swivel the ankle like that all the way around. So yeah, after using this, mine is starting to loosen up. I was talking about how stiff this one was, but I think it's just the process in the factory and how to use it, whatever. So I can't remember if I mentioned the sticks before, the rods. They look good. Let's test to see how it is. Like you have to swivel this one in there a little bit. No problem. Robin holds his rod, his bow staff really well. Looks good holding it. It also comes with a shorter one, which the only way I would have known about this is seeing another video that someone did, and basically I think this one goes on the back or something to kind of give you the effect like the rod is extending and then forming the shield like he does in the game. So I think you would attach this to the hand somehow. If I can get him to do it, I might have to use the other finger, but you would get him to attach it like that, and then you give him the idea of hiding, you know, protecting himself with this shield like he does in the game, which is really cool. So they didn't have to do that. Then in addition to the hands, which I covered, I swapped one of the hands already. We have his shuriken, his projectile. He just comes with one of these. Looks really good. Has some silver detail and some sculpting on the fin. And the extra hand they give you for both hands holds it well, just like the Batman with the Batarang. This one feels a little lighter than the Batarang does. Like this one feels like, I don't want to say cheap, but just like lighter. Like if I might lose this one. It definitely has a different feel to it. And the batarang has like those points and it feels sharper. So quick comparison to the 6-inch Arkham Robin, Arkham City Robin. And you can see, obviously this is on a 7-inch scale, and you see the rest of the figures there, and this Robin is on a 6-inch scale, so he's a little bit shorter. And then you can just see the differences in the armor and the changes they made from the last game to this game, and really kind of fleshing out the character a little bit more. And also, you know, because time has gone by, so obviously things have changed, and just to show that maybe, you know, things have gotten worse in Gotham. You know, he's more fully protected. You see Tim Drake. This looks like a more armored up, less colorful, fun-looking suit. You see the knee pads. You have silver here and green. You have green with black on the back on the pants. No red stripe. Bigger pockets. The cape is way brighter on this one. This is a DC Direct, I believe, Robin, not the Mattel one. This one is hood, cannot pull down or anything. You will mess up his. They did color in his hair underneath, but you'll peel that off. It's all made in one part. So, given the play options, and he only comes with this rod here, and it's one black plastic stick. There's no R symbol, no detailing. I had a problem with that when it came out. I wish they did that better. So with that considered, and all the play options, and just the bigger size scale, and if you want to collect the other figures like I have here, and you want to put them together, I would definitely recommend having the Arkham Knight Robin figure. And just to give you an idea of the other figures I have collected in the series from, you know, the different series. Here's the Arkham City Nightwing, who actually to me fits in with these figures. Even though they have Dick Grayson a little shorter, I don't think he would be as, he'd be shorter than Tim Drake. He is on the right scale, I think, with Catwoman and Batman. So I think he works. Talia al Ghul over here. If I can get her to stand up. Oops. You move her in. Next to Gordon. Come on. The DC Collectibles Deathstroke. I'll put him over here. Again, he fits in really well. Even though he's an Origins character, his armor stayed the same pretty much for the Arkham Knight video game. So that counts. And then also the Harley Quinn figure, which is also from Arkham Knight, fits in really well because obviously she's from the Arkham Knight games. And that's the 7-inch Harley. So if you look at the whole set here, and you move them around just a little bit, but get a comparison of Batman and Robin together, obviously. In the middle, we have a nice little collection of figures that I've amassed together so far. I just want to get a few more villains, and I'm definitely looking forward to the Oracle Batgirl 2-pack. I definitely want that. I definitely want a Joker to go with my Harley, because why not? And I don't know, maybe if they'll give us some other characters that did appear in the games, that would be cool, like Hush and Two-Face and Penguin, Riddler. I know we're getting Poison Ivy later on in the year too, so I probably will get that and do a comparison, probably with her fellow Gotham City Sirens, Harley and Catwoman. So I guess that pretty much wraps up my review and my thoughts on the entire Arkham games line. I I think they're pretty good figures. They give you a nice, realistic, kind of adult tone to the characters, as opposed to, you know, like the comic books based line or the animated series line, which there's nothing wrong with those. It's just like it depends on what you want. But I knew I was going to collect a few of these figures anyway, so I figured I might as well collect more of them. And to me, they look really nice together. There's one other figure from this line that I don't have, as I considered the Series 2 Robin, Gordon, Catwoman. I don't have the other Nightwing. But I tend to like this outfit better and the way his mask look. So I'm not sure if I'll get the new one, the one that has like the kind of biker gear kind of look. But you know, never say never. If I get it on a good deal, maybe I'll get that and do a video comparing this Nightwing with it. Because the new one definitely has more articulation than this one, but I just like the look of this one better. So that pretty much wraps up my video. Thanks for tuning in to the series. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Is there anything else that you'd like to see? I'm still working on that games video. I might get to do that later today, talking about my collection. I think I'm gonna break it up in 2 videos: a Nintendo series and a PlayStation series, so the videos are not too long. And that pretty much wraps up any updates with the channel. So again, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe, you know, with everything going on. You know, just, I don't even want to get too far on that, but definitely my thoughts are with everybody in, you know, in Louisiana, Minnesota, Dallas, and all over the country. It's a lot tough times, you know, so doing videos like this helps me get those type of things off my mind. So again, thank you for watching all the way through. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.